just to give you guys sort of a conclusion to the round as a couple of the matches are finishing up. And one of the matches that we do have is Chakki versus Astrogation. And this is a big one. Both these players are 3-1, so a win here is big, and a loss here could mean potential elimination from the tournament, or at least a tough path ahead of them. Astrogation comes to this game, game 3 up 2-0, and noting these players' lineups, we were talking a little bit backstage, looking at it as a preview to this matchup, and it felt like Chakki had an overwhelming advantage versus Astrogation's lineup.
That's right, and the couple reasons why is namely the nature of Chakki's lineup versus the nature of Astrogation's. Astrogation's come with an incredibly aggressive lineup, a few well-rounded decks with the Secret Mage and with the Murloc Paladin as well, but Chakki's brought Control Paladin. He's got Dragon Priest, he's got Jade Shaman, and he's got Quest Warrior. His lineup was quite targeted towards the aggressive decks, and his top end a little bit lighter than a lot of the control lineups we have been seeing. Despite the number of Harrison Jones found in Chakki's lineup, he's also still chosen to ban out Astrogation's Paladin in this matchup. And this is really a testament to how strong aggressive decks are in the hands of very strong players. Astrogation, his story has been so undertold that it's criminal to me. This guy has been doing well in tournaments for a very long time, yet to have a giant HCT performance. But if you look at his history, he got second place in 2016 at the ONOG Circuit PAX East. He got second place in 2017 at the ONOG Major in Austin. And he's also made top 16 at DreamHack very recently. And he's got a 65.6% win rate with Tempo Mage this season, a 56.6% with Quest Warrior this season. This guy is on fire. He's just yet to secure a big win.
It's a lot of second places I hear there, Admirable.
He's only second in second places to the second placer himself, Chakki.
Yeah, the battle for second place. The battle for king of second place, which maybe second place in that battle is the best. We'll have to see. But right off the bat, Chakki is in a whole heap of trouble right now. He's got Potion of Madness as really his only way to contest the board.
And it's a tough thing to contest the board with Potion of Madness against this matchup in particular because of the nature of Astrogation minions. Because they're all 1/2s, when they finally get buffed, they're typically 2/3s afterwards, or they've traded into the board efficiently, or a single minion gets buffed and it starts to provide a problem for Chakki. But any way you slice it, Chakki has to check the early game in this matchup and then find a turn where he stabilizes. Because if Astrogation is free to get a wide board position, then utilize Power of the Wild, Mark of the Lotus, Savage Roar, all of those cards are game-ending situations, and this is one of those game-ending turns. The
devastating, deadly, pink death bird of death.
Yeah, and when it's at 4 power, that's when it's really spelling its death. Chakki has Shadow Word Pain in his hand, typically a great answer to this. Yeah. That 1 extra power makes a world of difference.
Yeah, basically your goal in this matchup is to get to Dragonfire Potion turn, clean the board, and then basically clean up with Primordial Drake. If you can do that, you're sitting pretty. But if you can't even make it to that turn 6, or you don't draw the Dragonfire Potion, don't make it to the Primordial Drake, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a way to beat a Druid that knows how to play this matchup. And the ramblings around the America's playoffs is that Priest has been severely underperforming for the players that have had it in their lineups. I've heard multiple people say, and I've talked to a couple people that have had Priest in their lineup, and they say it has been one of their weak links, whether it was Dragon Priest, whether it was Silence Priest.
What is it?
And not many players, it was, I think, like 20 or something, 21 players, something like that brought it, but for the players that did, it just has not been performing.
Chakki's just choosing to cycle out his Power Word Shield here. I would imagine he intends to use some combination of spells to handle a situation like this. He was looking for a second copy of Potion of Madness. He has 2 of those in his deck. If he'd have found that, he would have had a way to actually kill that Vicious Fledgling. That was a really heads-up play.
Yeah, trying to find a way out, but oh boy, Mark of Yasharaj is in the hand as well. Followed up with a Finja. I mean, he may not even need the Finja at this point because this is going to be a 6/4 Vicious Fledgling. And looking at the list from Chakki, I believe he only has 1 Shadow Word Death. And I mean, that's given if there's no stealth picked up, if there's Wind Fury, or it can't be targeted by spells. If he picks up either one of those the turn before Dragonfire Potion, he's in a great spot. That's not one. So he's going to have to dodge the Shadow Word Death, but with 1 copy only in Chakki's deck, he is dead next turn if he doesn't pick up a Shadow Word Death.
Yeah, now that being said, there is 1 Cabal Song Stealer as well, and Chakki's heading into 5 mana, so that would be the only other card in his deck that will adequately contest this Vicious Fletchling turn. That is it.
But that is it. And even then, it still leaves a 3/3 around the board, so you're still in a situation where if your opponent finds Savage Roar plus a Bluegill Warrior, say, that you're still looking at a potential lethal. So actually, that would be exactly 11. And he's actually just going to get the damage in now, realizing he needs to go in for the kill. Dragonfire Potion 1 turn away.
Would even clear the Fledgling at this point. Astrogation, 3 games to 0 over Chakki. Full aggressive lineup versus a full control lineup.
A sigh of relief, I think, from Astrogation at the end when he realized that that was a 3-0. He probably came into that series thinking, this is going to be an uphill battle. My opponent's got a lot of control decks. He built his lineup to counter aggressive decks, which that's what they did. The whole group of Chakki, Amnesiac, Nostum that practiced together, 120 cards, same lists. All brought it, thinking that there was going to be a lot of aggro. Turns out there wasn't.